Good afternoon, ED 5316 students. I wanted to provide a short video to go over the remaining assignments that you have in this course. We have finished most of our coursework. We're past our mid-semester mark, and you are working this last week in our Module 6, and in the upcoming week, completing your Chapter 14 quiz and looking at the bullied video and responding in a discussion board. I really like that I'm seeing more depth provided in your discussions. And remember, I don't want to just see a historical overview of the content that you're reading in your textbook, but how the video and the content apply to meeting the needs of diverse students in the classroom. So when you're looking at topics from our discussion boards, I want you to be thinking about how do these topics relate to meeting the needs of diverse students. So when you think about how you can use the videos and apply the content of the video to the real world, the current situation, it may be that you're teaching tolerance, and you could, encourage students to read texts that really, in this case for the bullied module, teach empathy, or to help assist with digital citizenship or cyberbullying. So how can you interweave these topics in curriculum? That's really what I'm wanting you to think about, is how these topics can be presented and scaffolded and discussed to different audiences, and how you as the instructional leader can lead that initiative. So things like the tolerance wall that I saw, the word wall that someone mentioned, that's a strategy that you could implement. So think about that, because the goal is for you to become an instructional leader and recognize the importance of teaching diversity in all of your courses, but also to also meet the needs of diverse learners. And that's something that you will need to consider as you move into an instructional leadership role. So thinking about that, you're going to finish up your Module 6, and I would, in the next 2 weeks, go ahead and start your Module 7. So Module 7 is really helping you to start thinking about what I just said. So you're going to pick a topic that was presented in the Koppelman text and in our videos, a particular need, a particular diverse learner group. So it could be that you're wanting to help ELL students, or it might be exceptional students. It could be students that, it could be bullying, addressing bullying in the classroom. So what you're going to do is you're going to write a 5-page paper, and you are going to share best practices and research strategies to meet the needs of these diverse learners. And so that's a 5-page paper that you're going to look at. So to do that, you're going to need to utilize your Sul Ross library resources. So and follow your APA guidelines. There is a rubric that is attached to this literature review that you can review here. And I also wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about the Sul Ross library. So you may not have really written a research paper in graduate school yet. So the Sul Ross library is a good place to start. And once you enter the library, you can search, let's say you want to write a topic on cyberbullying. So our bullying topics, our bullying strategies, or elementary. So I'm conducting my search here, And I just, I just put the word bullying strategies elementary to see what would come up. And here you will, once you're logged in, you can log into the Sul Ross Library using your Blackboard login. And I have over 1,200 articles here. So what you might want to do is fine tune and filter to only look at academic journal articles. And when you do that, you can also just search articles that you can access online. So just looking through here, here's an article, Preventing School Bullying, Investigation of the Link Between Anti-Bullying Strategies, Prevention Ownership, Prevention Climate, and Prevention Leadership. So I'm going to click on that, Access Online, and I'm going to read the article, and this might be something that could help me. So once you're really looking at research, so research can be strategies, it might be policies, it can be an actual research study. So this one is an actual research study that included participants from 20 different cities in 4 geographical areas, and it's an international study that focuses on bullying, and prevention of bullying. And so I might read this article and get some ideas on what worked, what didn't work, what were the results of the study, what are the implications. And so you'll really looking at the discussion and the conclusion will help you try to figure out, is this something that I want to use? And if it is, you would want to save this. Here on this side, you'll notice there are some links here where you can cite and actually get the APA, which is something that I'm going to be looking for in your paper. You can copy the APA citation. Of course, you would cite this in the paper, and then you'd have your work cited at the end. So really what I'm looking for are academic articles, a literature review that focuses on a particular diverse learner group. So you're going to write a 5-page paper to share best practices, research-based strategies to meet the needs of a diverse learner. And then you're going to use this information later to create a presentation with a partner and present a solution in regard to a certain scenario. The rubric talks about having a clear introduction, a balanced viewpoint. So you want to have a varying perspectives, not just one perspective of the literature. A theme, so I'm looking at, are you providing support that's from literature, from research, and do you have it connected with headings, and does it flow? So is there an overall theme, an overall clear purpose? The depth of your research, I'm not going to say that you need so many sources. That's really up to you. This is your research paper. I would say that you need a collection of studies to analyze and to pick out certain themes, a conclusion, a synthesis, and then does it flow? So organization, I'm looking at mechanics of your writing, the use of APA, and the references. Do you have a good number of references for your paper? I will be posting an example of my work for you to look at, but this is really your research paper, and it really needs to focus on the topics that we've been reading about and talking about in our discussion boards in class. Okay, I would go ahead and start working on this, thinking about your topic, and finding those articles, because this is actually not due for a while. I think it's mid-November, but you still, it's due November the 12th. So you have a couple of weeks to do this, but it would be probably wise to go ahead and start finding your articles. Okay, have a great day, and I look forward to reading your discussion board and your last discussion board post and seeing your paper. Have a great day.